bang down like soca monarch. Tell all the pirates that they were wrong. How could you leave that line out your song? Cain so long ago with mighty terror. Single bit of beat, music to your feet. Up came the sparrow, kitchen also. But nowadays we don't hear about the Lord Hawk. Who shoot the puppy, who sing about Diamond Dairy. Who got the hell right, who tell you to pay your crime. Corrupted businessman, dealing on the hand. We expose you to the cocaine, so we'll never
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All righty, so the time here in SVG, it is 7:45. And we are back with you for another commentary segment here on today's Activated Mornings program, all right? Now, normally this is the time where we get a call from Mr. Kingsley D. Freitas, all right? So we just want to give a few seconds to see if Kingsley is available to call us this morning. All righty, so Kingsley is usually on the ball. So if he hasn't called us yet, it means that he is preoccupied. All right, so Kingsley, wishing you a good and a safe one on the roads today. All right, so let's head into another topic at this time. And we are going to talk on the topic of the renaming of streets here in SVG. Let's see. All right. Hi, caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
I am blessed. This is John Michaelis calling, right?
Yes, hi, John.
I just want to make a appointment up on the radio. I'm not going to I'm not going to talk what happened, but I just calling upon the Minister of Health, the Ministry of Health, the Secretary, Sanitation Worker, want a serious meeting right at this time. We are going through some rough time in sanitation, and I went, this is my 3rd time. Went at the Ministry of Health, I talk to the Secretary, to the peer, and nobody in taking my request. So I'm calling upon the Minister of Health, and I'm calling upon the Ministry of Health to come down sanitation, because sanitation workers going through some rough situation that we cannot take, and the boss down there is not listening to us. Nobody is not listening to sanitation department worker. So I am calling. My name is John McGill, and I'm calling upon the Prime Minister. I am calling upon the Minister of Health. I'm calling upon everybody in the ministry to come down to sanitation before I talk. What? I don't want to talk nothing on the radio. I want them to come and deal with us. Let's get this thing over. Just in case you cannot make, just in case you cannot take, you have to get the small thing right. The small thing right. So please, Minister, please, Prime Minister, I love you all. I respect you all. I love you all. But I want you all to deal with sanitation department. Please, sanitation worker, going to some very rough time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
All right. You're welcome, John. All right, so that is a plea there being made from John Miguel, and well, persons are listening. So I don't know how to comment on it because I don't know directly what the issue is, but your voice was heard on air, John. So I'm hoping that whatever it is that you and your other team members might be needing to have rectified, that at least you would get the audience to have your matter heard. All right. All right, so we are going to head into. All right, so I see Joshua's calling there. All right. Hi, Joshua. Good morning.
I didn't want to mix the issues, right? I'm making this call, and you will not be hearing from me again for a little while because, well, I'll kind of inbox you. I just want to share a kind of sad story because we do not know how blessed we are in St. Vincent. Now, because I'm retired, I keep getting my words mixed up. Because I'm retired, Diana, I know you're saying in your mind, yes, you are retired. Well, that's your opinion. Yeah, because I'm retired, in order to get rid of me, my wife has given me a free hand to do volunteer work. And I once recently in Haiti, it was very, very sad. I say apprehended because he had started a 12-year-old boy with 24 Clorox, gallon bottles tied together onto his body. A 12-year-old boy in the ocean. Guess what he was doing? Guess what he was attempting to do?
Try to reach the States or one of another country.
He was attempted to reach the United States. A 12-year-old boy, and this is no joke. This is something I witnessed with my own eyes. Like I said, and doing volunteer work, and this is work without pay. I mean, I got no pay. So Mrs. Richardson would kick me out of the house. She said, "Look, go find something to do. Go drive some other people crazy." And I had this encounter while I was in Haiti. Right now, I'm still in tears because I remember this young man. And today, he is a very productive citizen. He is in his second year in med school because we saw to it that he's got a good life. So count your blessings in St. Vincent. And when people are trying to escape from another country, I feel for them because I know what it's like. I really do know what it's like. I just wanted to share that. So if you don't hear from me for a while, I'll be around. But like I said, Mrs. Richardson kicks me out the house and makes me go drive other people crazy.
All right. Good morning, you then. All right. Thanks, Joshua. And as Joshua is talking about that, there's a song for John Legend where I love this song, but it's difficult for me to look at the music video. The song "Show Me That You Love Me," because when you look at the music video, it's dedicated to I think it's either one or two boys who tried to stow away on a plane from, I think it's from Guinea to Belgium. It is a story that happened a few years ago, where they tried to stow away in a plane and they died. And, as Joshua was talking about, the little boy from Haiti who strapped, the bottles around him as a flotation device to try to make it to the States. Yeah, you have people trying to flee from Haiti. They ended up in Jamaica and Jamaica trying to send them back, or they ended up in Dominican Republic. They're also being deported. There are persons and, trying to leave places just for a better life. And as Joshua said, it's one of those things I do know that we definitely take for granted living here in SVG. We do have our little issues, more so stemming from politics and, of course, the gun-related incidents, the gun-related crimes. But for a greater part of it, we do live in peace over here. And, we do take things for granted, even just to be able to eat. When I was looking at something and can't remember which one of the countries, or one of those war-torn areas, and they're now got food being delivered to the country the first time in 2 months, and then persons were, were not rioting. It wasn't quite a riot, but they were rushing to be able to get the food and supplies. And I'm passing here, and again, we walking on mangoes, we driving on mangoes. Food is like natural food is just available to us like dust. But sometimes I don't like doing that comparison to say, okay, so we do have the better life, but I can't help but do the comparison because when we think that we have problems, we don't have the problems that other people face or other countries are facing. So in little ways, we do have to count our blessings. All right. So we could take the call from Kojo. Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning. I'm talking about John problem. I think the sanitation union or sanitation people have a union. I think he should be going to the union first before he go to anybody else. Let the union deal with it, because that's what you pay a union dues for. Because I'm in a union, and if I have a problem that is going to affect my workers, I don't want my boss and them to come and I want the union to deal with it, because you never know when the boss meet the supervisor what going to happen. It might be a different outcome for you. So before him to go to the union should have his back.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't sure if they are represented by the PSU or how it goes for them. I don't know. So that's why I didn't comment on it. Yeah.
I don't know which union, regardless of whichever union he has. I think that's where you need to go. You need to go to the union first. And let them start the ball rolling. And if the union ain't do nothing for him, or he didn't get readjusted, then he could come and make it public and tell people exactly what's happening. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
But for me, I'll go to the union first and make sure that I go to the necessary people and make sure I get that solved before I go. That's
the reason why I didn't comment too much on it, because I don't know what steps were taken before coming on air to speak on it. So that's why I didn't.
The reason why I make the comment, because it's not the first time I hear him. But I have not heard him say that. I have not heard him say that. Okay, when I went to the union, because I think if that's the problem, you should be saying that too. Oh well, the union didn't do anything for me, right? So that's why I'm going straight to. So for me, if he went to the union, he needs to say that so people could understand what's happening. That the union is not working for him either. So he should go to the union first. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I see my mother here saying it's CTAW probably representing them as commercial, technical,
I think that's Bond's union.
Right.
I think that's Bond's union.
Yeah, well, all right. So I mean, the thing of it is that I'm hoping that amongst themselves, they try to sort it out in terms of taking the steps to whoever it is that they were supposed to go to. But yeah. I can't comment too much more on it. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to comment either, because you don't have enough information to make any big comment. He say his piece, and for what I gather, if I have a problem, that's the route I will take. I'll go to my union and let them deal with it more, so that
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Kojo. Thanks. Okay. All right, so I've seen somebody else commenting that, yes, the union for the sanitation workers would be the CTAW. All right, so John, if you are, I believe that you're still listening to us. Yeah. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. I following the talk this morning, and I find that was very interesting, that people from other races and things are going to so much problem with the wars and this and that, and they run out the country. I make themselves uncomfortable, get there and all kind of thing, and I sympathize with them and the family. But as you say, Stephen Sue, we have that, and we have so much privilege here. That is looking like we're so peaceful that we just go and look for problems. We draft problem, we manifest problem, we do all kind of things just to make a little problem out of nothing at
So
all.
it's how you say we manifest problems.
Yes. So Vincent, I call it a privilege. Just what a privilege that you're making problem out of everything. Because you're living too happy. You get up this morning, you get up peacefully, boom dropping, nobody fighting no war, but no one again. But again, every time the police come out and say that crime going down, somebody listen to that and go in and do a set of stupidness to make the country look bad. And I hope politics have nothing to do with that. Because last time they talk about crime going down, 2 times I noticed that. And out in Diamond, they went and killed some people in the police and say, well, we don't have no massacre and thing like people killing in shipwreck and thing like they do that out Diamond. Next thing they see crime going down again. They say keep people in Belmont dead. So I hope politics have nothing to do with that. Just telling all the politicians, if all the desperate for power, I hope politics have nothing to do with that, So I got it sleeping. But Kojo, I adore everything you say. No, they know that Jan is a kind of hot-head man on radio. And they know he want to talk anything. And they give Jan basket to come on the radio and talk shopping. I talk, we have to talk because Jan is at a union. He never representing no union like that. And that we should stay before he start to talk. And I find that whosoever has granted him Jan because he have a disability, I want them to stop it. If they just want Jan to come out and look back, they telling him that he's looking bad by saying them kind of thing because he's not any union. And Jan, if you listen, whosoever putting you to talk on this kind of thing, they magaing you, they're laughing at you, and they wanted to make confusion because they have confusion in the mind.
All right. So the thing of it is that we don't know that part for a fact. It could be John just taking it upon his own. Hold on. It could also be him trying to speak for the other members, all right, for the other team members. So that part of that you said we don't know for if what?
He's not in the union. He's not in the union to talk about.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know because I remember I didn't try to ask him any additional questions. I listened to what he said, but I didn't.
Why you listen to John many times and John like to talk.
All right. So if we have to take anything from it, if he doesn't know that who is supposed to be representing him, he knows now. All right, who is supposed to be representing him and his other team members.
I hope you listen because you're quick to jump on things.
All right, step in. All right, thank you. Anything that you want to say with regards to?
No.
All right. So I just want to say one thing with regards to what Stephen said, right? No, he used the word privilege. Every time I hear that word privilege, I always remember something my mother does always be saying when we growing up, you're too privileged. She used to tell me and my sister that, right? So every time I hear the word, it always feels like, But anyhow, the thing with it is that I don't want for us to take away from us raising issues or raising topics for discussion as making it seem as if we are too privileged, right? Because in every country, in every society, things are not going to be perfect. And in living in a democratic society, you should have the opportunity, or you do have the opportunity, to be able to speak on things. So it's not a matter of us being too privileged over here, or we're manifesting problems, right? If problems exist, we should be able to speak on them. But our situation, or the things that we might be commenting on, clearly would not be the same as what other persons in other countries are experiencing, especially in war-torn countries or countries that are experiencing economic challenges, etc., right? But we should be able to speak on them. So it's not a matter of being too privileged, but we should be able to advocate or speak for things that we want to see changed, all right? That we get to as near perfection as possible, right? I know it's impossible, but we could try. All right, and with that, the entire topic that we have planned is gone. As the time here, it is 8:03, but that's how it goes sometimes, all right? That's how it goes. We could always leave the topic for another time or another day. All righty, so as I said, it is 8:03 here in SVG, quickly approaching 8:04, and our time check came to you with the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life.